is getting it in. But big ups to LeBron James. Now let's talk about this football situation. Like I said, man, you got Riverboat Ron twisting in the wind with the Washington Redskins. This is another reason the Washington racial slurs, I should call them, have been a shit show, excuse my language, over the last 20 years. Over the last almost 30 years. Almost 30 years, because continuity is king. Big ups to them for that, man. Big ups to them for talking to him, but not big ups for not following through. We can talk, look, a lot of people are getting jobs right off the rip. And now Riverboat Ron Rivera has to almost borrow, beg, and steal to get what he wants. I don't like it. I like that they came to him. But Daniel Snyder, this is why your team is horrible. This is why Trent Williams want to lead the team. This is why Trent Williams willingly gave up millions of dollars not to play for you. Listen to that. You got people coming from impoverished situations that said, you know what, I refuse to take your money because you full of it. You can fire the general manager, you can fire the coach, you can fire the damn popcorn people. This is another story that I'm going to keep, this is another reason I'm going to use a little more of my free time to be on Twitter, because I'm going to make some connections and get these stories out just like this. Do you understand there's people who work for the Washington Redskins who walked off of their jobs because of what's going on in the front office there? They walked off their jobs. They're refusing money in hard times like this. You didn't hear one word about that. I'm going to continue to break those stories to you. Hopefully Ron Rivera gets his job, and then we're going to see what's up. The people who I think needs to get looked at in regards to employment this offseason is Riverboat Ron Rivera, the aforementioned Riverboat Ron Rivera, former bad linebacker, former defensive coordinator, former Super Bowl losing coach, but he got to the Super Bowl. He's a minority brother, and we need to see more people that look like us or kissed by the sun get some of these jobs. Eric Bieniemy. Eric sleeping with Bieniemy. He needs former running back for the San Diego Chargers, former running back at the University of Colorado. He's a big-time coaching prospect. He should be looked upon as Jim Caldwell, assistant head coach down there in Miami. There's a lot of people that don't understand why I'm saying that. Look, you people, y'all was talking that tanking stuff with the Miami Dolphins this year. I told y'all. They're saying Riverboat, he's trying to find your deal. Thank you, RC. Big ups to RC. I'm starting calling him associate producer. RC, find your deal with the Washington Redskins. They've done it. That means Eric Bieniemy, sleeping with Bieniemy, Jim Caldwell, and Chris Richard, secondary coach of the Dallas Cowboys, are three people I'm looking for to get some positions in the National Football League. Stop being assistants, stop being head coach. Maybe the Dallas Cowboys hired Chris Richard. They were looking at him. Look, everybody been kissing the backside of the National Football League this year. I'm not going to do that. Big ups to John Harbaugh for being a football coach. I will give him props for being a football coach. What we're overlooking is this, that the racism and discrimination that stop people like Lamar Jackson and others like Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, Steve McNair, and thousands of other people that look like me and you from getting their slots and getting their just due in the National Football League. These brothers were round pegs that were forced into square holes. McNabb isn't that accurate off the move. Well, Jim Harbaugh and a few others are the only coaches that are real coaches. Coaches adapt to players when a player is wildly successful. I'm not going to commend the National Football League for adjusting to running quarterbacks and brothers who are dual threat. I'm not going to commend them for that. I am going to commend Leslie Frazier, defensive coordinator for Buffalo, former Vikings, former Bear. He deserves, yes, Eric Bieniemy should be the number one option. AD is in his best years with Eric Bieniemy as a running back with Minnesota. Exactly. Eric Bieniemy been around the NFL. He's earned a slot. Leslie Frazier has done the same. They put him in a trick bag last time. Hopefully he can get a situation to whereas he can grow as a coach instead of getting just thrown out there. But like I was saying, I'm not giving these people props for not being racist and not being single-minded anymore. You don't get props for that. If you've been holding people back and discriminating for 100 years, and then in your 100th year you fix it, you don't get props for that. I'm sorry, you don't get no credit for that. I'm not patting you on the back. Hey man, thanks for not being a bigot. No. But I will respect the fact that Jim Harbaugh did and give him the props that he deserved. NFL, take a page out of his book. Stop telling that lie like this is not going to work in the NFL, because guess what? Some of those same players, look, Lamar Jackson is showing you, ability is ability on every level. You cannot teach what he has, and you cannot hold it back if you're a smart enough coach. If you're a smart enough coach, you adapt to what you have, and you make them win. Much like my brother Mike Tomlin, who should be coach of the year, John Harbaugh should be number 2, and number 3 should be Brian Flores. Y'all said Brian Flores was tanking at the beginning of the year. He got rid of all of his veterans who were not buying into his program, and the people who were there, he got them to follow suit. He should be at no lower than 3rd when they start handing out those votes for Coach of the Year. You disagree, I understand, but you can't give me a reason why he shouldn't. Because they gutted their team with people who were not down for the cause, and look at them now, scrapping and beating the Pacers. The last story I'm going to talk about before I touch on these playoffs is, please, mainstream media, stop defending Tom Brady. Y'all say washed up king when y'all say LeBron. If LeBron is washed up, Tom Brady is dry and in the bed with lotion on and everything. It's over for Thomas Patrick Edward Brady. Or Edward Patrick Brady, or however the hell his name go. 6-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Super Bowl MVP. It is over for this guy. He was hitting, all season, he's been hitting wide open linebackers. It's over for you, Tom. It's been a great career. Father Time is not tapping you on the shoulder. He's slapping the hell out you. One more story before I get to these playoffs. Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, for people who don't know, is my favorite quarterback in the National Football League. He is my favorite player in the National Football League. I understand that Jameis Winston threw for 30 interceptions this year. I'm only going to credit him with about 15 to 19. Oh, HRap, how you going to say that? Because every quarterback that has double-digit interceptions like that, more than likely half of those were players running the wrong way and balls being hit off the receiver's hand. So I'm going to knock off 12 to 15 of those interceptions. Stop telling me that you can't win with Jameis Winston because he throws interceptions. Because 4-time league MVP, 1-time Super Bowl champion, Brett Favre is the all-time leader in interceptions in NFL history, and you won with his bum ass. So you can win with Jameis. So I ain't trying to hear it. With that being said, I got a few more minutes. We're going to talk this playoff talk. The Buffalo Bills versus the Houston Texans. First team on the docket for the NFL playoffs. I'm going with Deshaun Watson, my second favorite player in the league, a dude who I've been watching since he was at Clemson. Got mad love, got mad respect for him. I don't like his coach, but Deshaun is the man, and I don't have a lot of faith in the dude, what's his name? The quarterback, whatever his name is. He's a Rudy. And I think it's going to come to a shootout. They got offered injured J.J. Watt coming back, but why? Because he ain't on nothing. But I'm going with my man Deshaun Watson. I wish the Bears would have got him, but hey, due to he didn't have a ski at the end of his name, and the Bears are owned by McCaskey. It's not racist. You just wanted somebody from your tribe to be on your team. I get it. But you should have, it blew up in your face. You should have had a sun instead of a ski, and you'd be in the bowl. Next team up for Saturday. Tennessee versus the Pats. I got the Tennessee Tuxedos beating the hell out of the New England Patriots. The dynasty dies. Bill Belichick reloads. Andrew Luck comes out of retirement. And Jacoby Brissett goes back up to New England and gets it cracking. Sunday's game. The Vikings beat the Saints. The the Heartbreak Hotel game. For y'all who love the Saints, I ain't mad at you. I don't have a dog in the fight. The teams that I root for, the Bears and the Raiders, they coming over to the crib Sunday gonna watch the games with me. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday the Bears, Sunday the Raiders. So I don't have a dog in this fight. But I think it's Heartbreak Hotel. And another reason, because the dummies that own the Minnesota Vikings are talking about getting rid of Zimmerman. I don't know how RC feel about that. RC, if you still got your ears on, let me know how you feel about it. I only got a few more minutes in regards to the show. But I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to upset the Saints because they're going to get pass happy. And those defensive linemen that the Vikings have are going to bust dude up. If my man Dalvin Cook is playing, sorry, Saints, y'all going home. If Cook don't play, it's a totally different situation. Vikings going to lose. But if Cook play, that's y'all ass. I'm going with the Vikings. The Seattle Seahawks will do away with the Philadelphia Eagles. Walk it to them. Once in a lifetime. Make you wince. Whatever type of Carson Wentz is going to be playing this weekend, the Legion of Boom was going to bust them up. I'm looking for a big, gigantic game from my man Beast Mode. I know I'm living in the past. I know I'm using a little nostalgia. I know I'm living with nostalgia, but I think the Seahawks will get it in. While I don't see it happening, I hope you're right. Hey, they were talking about on the NFL Network today. They were saying Zimmerman's future is uncertain, and they're talking about he might be the dude who go down there and take Garrett's place. RC, I hope not. I like Zimmer. I liked him when he was in DC. I like the way he run his defense. I'm a defensive guy. When he was down there with my man Marvin Lewis in Cincinnati, I like the men. I like him with the Vikings. I'm a fan of the sport. I don't really. Yeah, I'm a Bear fan because I'm born in Chicago. I'm a Raider fan because that's the team I pick. But I just like good football. So if you got good football, I'm watching your team and I'm cheering for your team. The Seattle Seahawks are going to dismantle the Eagles. You're not gonna show up and beat them like that. Pete Carroll, he had a boo-boo last week. Zimmer, yeah, I do believe if we get smashed Sunday, he might be gone. And I hope not, man. I like Zimmer, but the players like him. It ain't his fault that the secondary fell apart. Those players play for him, and he damn sure didn't sign Kirk Cousins to that big money. So, I don't know, man. If they blow it and let him go, I think that would be a travesty. But it should be a good situation with the playoffs. The playoffs should be a wonderful situation this year. This weekend, I'm going to really enjoy it. I want to, again, thank each and every person for listening to the End of the Bench podcast. For those who haven't realized it yet, this is a podcast. You get the opportunity to listen to this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want to thank the people in the chat room. I want to thank the people who tuned in the background who just listen and relax. I want to thank all of y'all, man, because it's fun doing this with y'all. It's fun every week. I'm getting it in every week right here at the End of the Bench podcast. Holla at your boy. And remember, man, I'm going to drop a little health tidbit every week by the Minister of Wellness every week to assist y'all in growth. And don't forget, DJ Knox will be on after me, burning it down for the New Year's Eve mix. It's the hip hop show, one of the dopest DJs in the history of the universe. DJ Knox coming on right after me. Don't forget, keep your ears on for Knox. He rocking the box. I need y'all to go to Cheers Roundtree. He got his album on premiere on YouTube this evening. It is called Cheers Roundtree. Me, Myself, and Cheers. The Birth. It's the full album. Check it out. I really need y'all to tune. Keep your ears on. In 36 seconds, you will get a Black history or some history about our community. You will love it. I need y'all to keep y'all ears on every week. This is HRap B. This is the End of the Bench podcast. Thank you for tuning in every Tuesday. Monday, you got the number one Chief Rocket Jersey Vern at 10 a.m. Today, you got me and Knox. Wednesday, you got Brothers Gonna Work It Out. Thursday, you got Theory of the Culture. And you got Theory of the Culture. You got Theory of the Culture on Thursdays. and DJ Mookadeen Thursday evening, DJ Knox Friday evening. Don't slap your boss. Don't slap your boss. Turn on DJ Knox mix. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been one.